It's Ramsey Dewey over here in Shanghai, China. Tian Yu and I are going to show you some details of the Arm and Guillotine. Now I've got to confess, I did this wrong for many, many years. And I would make some people tap out, but nobody good. And I kind of swallowed my pride a while back, and I asked my jiu-jitsu coach, who's an excellent black belt from Brazil, how do you do the Arm and Guillotine? Because I've never tapped anyone good with it. What's the difference? Because you make it look so easy. So he shows the technique, and I noticed something that he's doing. He didn't really explain it in words, but I could see it plain as day what he was doing with the hands. The problem with Arm and Guillotine, let's go over there, right? So we're here. We end up in this position a lot, right? Maybe the guy shoots for a double leg. Here, shoot for a double leg. Right? He shoots for a takedown, boom, and you sprawl a little bit and you grab the head and arm, okay? But if you look at the position of my hands are right next to my belly, like belt level. And this is way too low, like way, way too low. It's not gonna work. And so what ends up happening is these guys will get this position where they're standing or in the guard, and they'll squeeze and squeeze and squeeze and make the bottom guy uncomfortable, but he won't tap out, okay? Now, the problem is, I need to get my arms from here to here, up to my heart, from my belly up to my heart, chest level. So how do I do that? I can't pull my arms through his body, right? And a lot of people tried. Man, I remember seeing Vanderlei Silva, and he's a jiu-jitsu black belt. In the UFC, he got this position, he's in the guard, he's squeezing, he squeezes for like half a minute. Nothing happens, but he wears out his arms. The other guy breaks out and lands some strikes, and oh man, right? So if a black belt fighting in the UFC can make this mistake, anybody can. So how do we do it? Two things. We need, well, one thing. We're going to adjust the position of our body. I can't move my arms through him. I can't phase my body through him. So what I'm going to do is change the position of my body. So if I'm right here, I'm working in an Arm and Guillotine, right? And I can't squeeze my arms through him. I'll change the position of my body relative to him. All right, let's do this on the other side, right? I don't know if you saw what was going on there. So I bring my body down. Now my hands, where are they? They're on my heart, up on the chest here. So do you see that? If I'm standing, I bring my hips down, which brings my hands up. And now I can get that tap. So this space is smaller. Here, see that space where his head fits? It's big. It's too big. Here, it's the right size. It's small, too small. But I can't squeeze it up here, so I move my body down. Let's go to the guard. Okay, so I'm in the guard, and I've got this Arm and Guillotine position, but it's the same problem. My hands are in the same place. They're right here at belt level, and they need to be up here, chest level, heart level. It's no good. So what do? I change the position of my hips, my body. So I want to get lower, so to bring my hands higher. Look at that. And now I can squeeze. Now I can get that tap. Let's do that on the other side. So I've got this position. Again, my hands are on the belly. They need to be up here. So very slowly, as slow as I can, I'm going to sink my body down here to bring my hands higher. Because when I essentially do that reverse shrimp, if you will, look what happens. It brings my hands into that right spot, and it closes up this space that was once big, and now it's small. This is a weird movement I see sometimes in jiu-jitsu classes. I've done this in jiu-jitsu classes as well. The reverse hip escape. And you might wonder, why would you ever do a reverse hip escape? This is the dumbest move ever. And in one way, I mean, yeah, if you take full mount. Take full mount. All right? So if Tian is on top in full mount, I'm hip escaping, I'm shrimping, boom, to try to get out. Would I reverse shrimp to get back in? No, right? What's that movement actually good for? If you ever do this in jiu-jitsu class, I'll tell you, to set up movements like your Arm and Guillotine. So one more time, I'm right here. I've got this, my hands are too low. Let's do that reverse shrimp. Down, and look, there we are. Now it's gonna work. Now, one other mistake I see a lot is people pull the other guy directly on top of them, and this is both with the arm in and the regular guillotine without the arm in. And that is, they'll pull the guy on top and again, my hands are too low now, and now I've got all his body weight. Now he has a better chance to escape. I'm getting crushed, and there's less pressure. If I move sideways a little, move out from under him, this space gets smaller, like a lot smaller. It goes from here, where he's alive, to here, where he's dying. Okay? So, I'm going to move out this way as I move down here. And look at that. It makes the space smaller. It's the same concept as with a standard guillotine without the arm in. Okay? I mean, these are radically different techniques, but this is one thing that's very similar. If I pull him on top of me, he can survive this. If I move sideways, yeah, he's tapping instantly. This becomes very painful. Okay? So, let's recap real quick. If I get the arm in guillotine, chances are your hands are already pretty low, so bring the body down and then come up, right? If we're already on the ground, my hands are already low, they're belt level, they need to be heart level. Let's hip escape, reverse hip escape down, move on the side a little, and then apply the upward pressure. As far as the grip, you can use a few different grips, but here's one that I use. I can use a ball and socket grip like this. Okay, just make a little fist, not even a proper punching fist, just like that, right? Just a little knot so when I pull it doesn't slip off. And I'm going to use a hook with this hand here, and I'm going to pull. Just like that. And when I pull up, it gets smaller. Okay, I can use all kinds of different grips for guillotine chokes, but for the arm in, this is the one that works best for me. So, if you like the arm in guillotine, let me know how you like to do it. If it's different than the method I showed you, please let me know, because I'm always interested in learning new things. Thank you for watching. Now get out there and train.